Hello everyone, Mishal here. Today, we're gonna talk about newly released movie named Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, without wasting any time moving towards the main storyline of this story, in the beginning of which a slow intro of Marvel is shown, then we are shown some pictures from the Volume 1 and Volume 2 of the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. After that scene shifts to a celestial skull, where there is an entire civilization. There are some of the new Asgard residents saved during Thor Love and Thunder movie. Along with this, there were some old Ravagers, and everyone was living comfortably here. The lead of the story entry happens, Raccoon Rocket, who was looking at all these people comfortably but was a little worried inside. We are also able to see Star-Lord, i.e. Peter Quill, who was drunk at this time and had not been able to forget the sorrow of Gamora's departure. And to cure him, everyone starts picking him up and taking him to the hospital. And this is where the brand logo of this movie comes in. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Meanwhile, two new characters of the story. Actually, it is the same as the old one, but this time it is with new powers. At number 1, Kraglin, he has got Yondu's voice command arrow. On the other side is Cosmo Dog, as we saw him in the post-credit scene of Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy. Both of them had the power to handle the gravitational force. We won't go too deep because if we do, then the video will be more than 60 minutes and we'll get copyright strike. Let's discuss the main points. Kraglin tries to get command on that arrow as there was no one to operate it after Yondu. At the same time, Cosmo Dog, who was sharing all his thoughts with the help of a voice device, also had the power to fly stones in the air and control them from his side. Meanwhile, Warlock attacks and he came here to take the raccoon. The main villain of this story, the High Evolutionary, tells him to do this. Since the team was together, everyone attacks him. But his power was very excellent, and at one time such a thing happens. He hit Groot and split him into half. Means only Groot's head is left. A lot of bullets are fired, and with this they succeed in stopping him. But our raccoon Rocket gets injured. When Rocket body is scanned, they come to know that there is an auto-dismantle device installed in his body which can be cracked only through a password. The device was slowly killing him. Now the Guardians of the Galaxy sets out to decode the code to save Rocket in case anything happens to him. Meanwhile, we see Raccoon Rocket's past life. When he was a small baby, the High Revolutionary put him in his Project 89 and did a lot of experiments on him, and the name of that project was given 89P13. Then we can see High Evolutionary, who has very much power. Almost you can call him Cheap Kang the Conqueror, or you can also call him a slightly developed version of the one that was Peter's father, Ego, in its Volume 2. He created too many new species, which included Suberian. These people were very smart in appearance, and at the same time, very advanced in mind. All references here are taken from the Volume 2, because at the end of the movie, Suberian Queen was saying that now Adam must be awakened. So, this was Adam Warlock, who were strong in body but weak in mind. But they get one more chance to bring the raccoon to the High Evolutionary. Now, why do they need Rocket? You will know later in the story. Scene shift to their headquarters from where all these species were controlled. Along with this, all the information about past experiments and all the projects going on in the present were captured in a living planet. So all of them reach the object that decodes that data. But the security was very tight. They have to cross the barrier of level 1 and then 2 and 3. Just then, Ravagers attacks here. Ravagers means those who commit theft in space. Peter says, "I am also one of you. You should help me." Now here we can see Gamora. Now those who were wondering where Gamora had come from, she was dead in the Endgame. So here let me tell you that in the Endgame, when Thanos, Nebula, and Gamora came from the past to the present with the help of PIM particles, she is that Gamora. If you want to know more details, then already I have explained Avengers Endgame very well. Do check out this video. So, coming straight to the conclusion. Basically, there is conflict between these two. Ravagers had come to steal Guardian's ship. That means even some of the important parts of the ship. But someone explains that we have to enter their headquarters to help one of our friends who needs help. So it would be great if you help us. So finally, these people also give them some suits, etc., and get ready to help them. Meanwhile, our Rocket had reached his past memory, where we are able to see the high evolutionary. He was talking to Recorder Thiel and Recorder Vim and was saying that this has been one of our best projects so far, because it has the power of thinking and understanding. With the help of its brain, we can make our upcoming projects even better. Where Raccoon for the first time sees the sky and a rocket flying in the air, after which he is taken to a lab, and Evolutionary shows his Project 90. Thousands of years of evolution could have taken place inside it in just a few seconds. But the problem was that all those animals, all those projects were becoming very hyper, angry, and quarrelsome. In an idealistic world, such projects were not going to work, in which Raccoon says, you have to release the gas of the microtrichondria. Because of its low valuation, anger is filling within them. If it gets cured, then they will become very happy and better in the coming 1,000 years. Hearing all this, High Evolutionary is surprised that after all my brain, my entire research for so many years, what he could not do in so many years, this little raccoon did it. Then, there is a shift in the present time, and all these guardians of the galaxy enter that living planet wearing spacesuits of different colors. And now that it is a children's movie, there is a lot of comedy too. On pressing the red color, the blue one gets a sound in his head. There were a lot of comedy scenes as everyone lost their voice when the blue button was pressed. We'll not discuss them. The video will get even longer. Coming straight to the conclusion. They had found the object to decode the password, but all the guards there attacked them. But there, the movie was not going to be complete until our Star-Lord delivered killer dialogues and dances. So here he starts flirting with a girl, and now that girl shows him the way out by disrobing his own friends. The story again goes to past where the raccoon is talking to the rest of his companions, out of which his 3 companions, Floor, Teefs, and Lila, were also the experimenters of the project. Rocket tells them that our High Evolutionary, our creators, are now going to create a new world, which is absolutely idealistic. If that happens, then we will never get to stay in this jail again. We will be able to see the blue sky and roam in open spaces. The scene shifts to the present, and here the file that decoded the password of the object that these people had stolen was missing. That means that file was deleted by Recorder Thiel just 1 minute before these people stole it. And at this time, Recorder Thiel is on the counter Earth. There, High Evolutionary was also present. They all planned to go there. But Gamora refuses to go there and is angry at all of them, saying, do you even know about the High Evolutionary? They will destroy you all in a jiffy. After that, all these Guardians of the Galaxy team set out on the counter Earth. Now the same scenes are shown here that we saw in the short movie of the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. That is, their flying object was flying in the sky, which was being watched by humans from below. There were few little bit unusual creatures, something like a human body. But someone's eyes were smaller, ears were bigger, nose was longer. Almost everyone had a DNA mixture of some animal. All of them come here and say that we have not come to harm you much. We just want to meet the High Evolutionary. Meanwhile, a ball accidentally falls on the girl from the Drax, and those people come and start throwing stones at them. That scene was very funny. You also saw that scene in the trailer of this movie. But Peter calms everyone down and says that we are not enemies, we are friends. We just have to save the life of one of our friends. We just want to meet High Evolutionary. A family helps them and also gives them a car. Now, while the injured raccoon Rocket was staying with Gamora, all of them sat in that shabby car and set out to fight the High Evolutionary. But here it is revealed to the viewers that Evolutionary himself had laid a trap to call all of them here. Because a few years ago, Evolutionary had come to know that by doing more research on the mind of the Project 89, if that mentality was fitted into the new world to be created, then people would automatically start thinking new things and will be able to develop further. Now, because only P-13 was successful in this Project 89, the rest of the projects were about to be killed, which Rocket could not bear at all, and he made a plan to run away from there to save his friends. But through High Evolutionary, he becomes a reason for the destruction of his friends. And in the present time, the Rocket that we have seen, that is, the one who is very outspoken, says anything to anyone at any time. All these changes happened because of all these reasons. In his childhood, he had seen his friends dying in front of his eyes, and along with this, We can also see that when Rocket ran away in his childhood, he hit High Evolutionary face with his claws so much that his face skin was torn, and this is the reason why today he had to walk around wearing a fake face mask. Now there was only Groot and Peter Quill present, so the High Evolutionary tells his people to kill them and go down and get the rocket. But this was his biggest mistake, because there were many guns hidden internally inside Groot's body, where one of the best fight sequences of this movie is shown. As usual, it is a Marvel movie, then top CGI, VFX, and graphics are bound to be seen. Well, the main victim of these people was Recorder Thiel, and somehow they were able to extract all the files from his eyes and his mind, and also succeeded in saving the rocket. But meanwhile, something goes wrong that Mantis and Drax are left stranded in their spaceship. The High Evolutionary was so crazy about his evolution that he wanted to get 89P13 at any cost. But many people and his soldiers were dying because of him, so they turned against him. Evolutionary got angry and wanted to destroy the planet by taking out the entire ship from the planet. And slowly many explosions occur on that land, and a living civilization was coming to an end before Guardians of the Galaxy eyes. So here Peter calls Kraglin to ask for help and says, "Bring that celestial skull here. I need you." There are many small incidents in the story which I will tell you step by step at once so that the story is not disturbed. Number 1, there were many projects on it along with the living beings, i.e. children's, were also present, who were going to be sent to a new world. But they lacked brain, meaning this was the reason why the evolutionary wanted Rocket. Incident number 2. Our Adam Warlock was alive. At first, he was against the Guardians of the Galaxy, but Groot saved his life and said that you should also get a second chance. So now he also joins their team, and number 3, Kraglin completely uses that voice control arrow and learns to control it. Although Cosmodog also supports him in difficult times, it is really quite nice to watch. The angry High Evolutionary sends his most dangerous experiments to destroy the Guardians of the Galaxy team, and here they face them all one by one. That is, everyone's perfect CGI shot is visible and one by one finishing dreaded experiments. This light-toned movie of Marvel has been kept as funny as possible, also loaded with action. The movie was a complete package from my side. Just like this, deeper explanation will also be coming on our channel, so don't forget to check them out. From here, we come to our story, where the evolutionary spaceship had come very close to Celestial Skull, and here Cosmodog keeps both of them connected. Where all the projects in the evolutionary ship. Guardians of the Galaxy team saves all children's, animals, or any other medical creatures. Save them all and send them to Kraglin. And then comes the fight between Rocket and High Evolutionary. This time, Rocket Raccoon was not going to leave him, and the entire Guardians of the Galaxy team supports him. But in the end, Peter forgets his Walkman, and while trying to get that, he gets lost in space. But somehow, he is saved by Adam Warlock and brought back to his friends, and with this, the movie ends here. But the ending of this movie was very relatable because it was a trilogy, so to end it, James Gunn gave it a very happy ending. Good music, good dancing, happy faces, and here it is told that Peter wants to go back to his Earth because he spent so many years saving the world. Now, he needs a family. Same goes with Gamora, Nebula, and Drax also. Along with this, he made the leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy team, Rocket Raccoon. The movie ends here. Now let's talk about its end credit and post-credit scene. In end credit, we can see that the size of the Groot has become very big, and now the one who is included in their team is Kraglin, i.e. the voice command, which was running the arrow. Along with this, Adam Warlock, Cosmodog, a girl who was rescued from the ship of Evolutionary. If we talk about comics, this girl, Ella, could be Marvel's daughter, although her power has not been revealed yet. But if we talk about MCU creator Kevin Feige, then it is possible that there may be a dedicated movie based on it. Now, there is a small new creature in this team. I don't even know the name yet. If any of you know his name, then please tell in the comments section. And with this, a new Guardians of the Galaxy team has been ready for Volume 4. End credit scene ends here. Talking about post-credit, At this time, Peter has already come to his grandfather. Grandfather was sitting and reading the newspaper while eating, where the name of Kevin Bacon comes, and it is said that he will return. This is a direct reference to the 41-minute short film from Guardians of the Galaxy's Hollywood special. This means that we may also get to see Peter Quill in the upcoming season of Loki. Kevin Bacon can also be seen, and Loki is definitely there, and his entry is going to happen. Who's? Kang the Conqueror. This was a small explanation of this movie. I hope you all liked it. If you liked the video, then please like, comment, and share it. And if you have come to this channel for the first time, then please subscribe, because I keep bringing such great movies for you people. Along with this, the best content keeps getting uploaded daily, and we believe in quality content. So, if you guys also want to watch quality content, then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till then, stay happy. See you in the next video. Peace.